Daniel, yes, camera is reversed. Camera is reversed. Oh, it's dark. I hate this dark thing. Light. There we go. Some light now, which is good, which is fine. Right. Okay. I'm gonna just do one thing before I decide to. Hold on a minute. I'm not using my caption. Sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me get my camera sorted out. It's on reverse for some reason. I'll set it on mirror. There we are. It's better. I can see you guys. How you are today? How are you all doing? Hello there. Hello, guys. I have had a absolute crazy last night. You will never believe what happened to me last night. Craziest thing happened last night. Today, if you follow me on Facebook today, I have had a good day, but also had a bad day, especially this morning. Oh my God. Well, where do I start? Well, yesterday, I was going to reinstall Magix Studio on my computer yesterday, right? And I thought, great, I'll get it all back to normal and it will be fine. What happens? Magix erases all of my tracks. I mean, the recordings that we've done for over the past couple of months. And so Magix decided to erase all of my tracks, all of the studio tracks, and the studio was down for over yesterday. And we lost, saying it now, we lost it. We lost all of the text we lost. So this morning, I ran Recovery Driver, EaseUse Recovery Driver. I got the files back on the drive, and they didn't work. No, and they're still in the drive, right? And so, nightmare of a morning, 2.5 hours trying to sort out this chaotic business. And so Magix erased all the audio files, all the WAV files have gone, recovered it back on the drive, tried to repair it, there was no go. So why am I feeling a bit better? Well, luck came around. We have got 3 backups now of the recordings of the studio work. Now, this is nothing to do with Dead Inside. Dead Inside was saved, thank God. But we lost. I think we've lost the guitar tracks for Mabus Days, which I will pretty, but I'll get it back anyway of Andy. But so I thought, right, I'll go back into the drive. I'll see if I can recover the tracks from Saying It Now, try and get the recordings back as we did. Went on Audacity, it did read it, but it didn't work. Tried to run it in VLC player, it didn't work. None of the files worked. None of the audio files played. One thing that I am pretty surprised is Deliverance. When we recorded Deliverance, we lost it. We've lost Deliverance as well. So we kind of have now got, we've got probably now safety copies now of, I've got 4 now safety copies of all the recordings I've done. Deliverance is the only one I've lost because there was no track made at the time for that. So don't worry, because we have a backup plan now, where because we did the backing tracks, we're going to put them back in the studio and we're going to do the vocals with the backing tracks on it, which is a safety idea for it. So I'm feeling better now because I've spent the last 2 hours repairing all of the lost takes that we had, including the Garden Light, which I had to re-record, which was only just 2 parts to do on that, which was pretty good. The rest of it, unfortunately, got corrupted and the files are gone. But all the files I have got now, I've got all my Dead Inside stuff, the Secret Voice stuff, I've got backups of everything now. So basically, I am sorted. I'm just really pissed at the fact that none of the WAV files worked in the folders. So I got one file full of stuff back on it, which is 20 gigs worth of recordings. But the files were all messed up. Basically, didn't go in order as I would expect it to be, and it didn't work. And then I recently just went back into the files this afternoon, and I had a brainwave that happened so well. I thought I'd go back into every individual track that I've done, redo it, fix it, and do it that way. So as for the song Saying It Now, which Jay produced yesterday, we're going to redo it again because we feel that the vocals are a little bit, well, some of the track is not right as what it is anyway. So we're going to redo that tomorrow. We're just very pissed off at the fact we lost it, but never mind. But I'm not disappointed at the fact that, yes, maybe we lost a couple of takes and stuff from what we did. Maybe we lost some stuff like the Secret Voice. We lost the track. We lost a couple of things. So nothing major we've lost. We've just now got 4 copies now. So I've told Jade that from now on we are recording stuff on the D drive now. I am not recording on the SSD because it's a bad thing to record in there. So I'm recording on the D drive instead. So luckily, I'm happy now. I've been in the right crisis this morning. Was crisis mode this morning. I wasn't even myself this morning. So, and I looked at all the individual files that I looked at, and I went, why has it got all these dates on it and stuff? Why isn't it working for? So, when it erased the drive, when it erased off the C drive, it basically went. And I just went, well, hang on, I'm going to uninstall the program, but I'm going to unclick audio because it needs to keep the audio files on. What does Magix do? When you uninstall the program, it erases all the audio files, all of the VIPs, all of the everything really. So when I went back into it this afternoon, I went back into one file that said not finished. And I went, oh, number 9 was there. Great. So I wrote a list down of what I needed to do, which I'm very happy to say, yes, I'm absolutely fine now. Where you agree it's got to be sorted out now because it's got to be the only thing I've got to do, but I can easily re-record that anyway, which is fine. So basically what I've done is I've done the Hailstorm song I found. I finally got that one. Save You, done. Saying It Now. We've actually decided to have the backing track for that, but we're going to remix that better on it. And Rival Love, I found her vocals on that. Glad I did. Little Girl, redone. Number 9 is done. Gothic Garden Light, I had to re-record that song because I had to put the things in that one. That was a 2-minute job, that was. Then Who Knows What Evil, done the edit for that one. Masses, the song that me and Jamie is doing. And that is pretty much sorted. There was some other stuff that was in the C drive that I really didn't need because there were just little outtakes and stuff I wanted. But yeah, we are okay. So today's been a nightmare day, but also been a good day to do it. So I just thought today, heads on, go for a walk, get back in here and do the tracks. That's what happened last night. I was just so pissed. I was so pissed. Why Magic did that, I don't know. Magic Studio should have a function where it should say, do you want to erase this folder? No, I don't want to. The audio file should have kept in there from the folder as well. It was anyway. Magic decided to erase the audio files. Luckily, at the time that I actually transferred the files over to the D drive, they're saved. So we now have got 2 files, which is copies updated, recorded for Dead Inside on Friday, which is brilliant. New safety copy, which is the one we're recording now. The 1st to the 7th was the one we had the original tracks, and then the recording secret voice ones are just the ones that we basically used for the time that we had it on. And I'm so glad that I did back it up. So I remember next time now to actually record on the D drive now, and then the C drive can get erased as much as it wants. So that's my day basically been today. I've been on Facebook 3 times today. I thought I'd show you guys what was going on. I didn't want to put my capture screen on because I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. But I don't understand how something else like crops around. You are trying to recover your drive, your audio files back, and they don't seem to work in what you want to do. For example, up today, I've been working on trying to recover them Say It Now files. One that Jake was doing yesterday, that was a lot of work she did. That song I was very proud of yesterday. Until the drive decided to erase that track. The other ones I couldn't bother about the other ones. The other ones were just fine because they were just done previously for what they were done anyway. But the but yeah, very luckily, Saying It Now is done now. So we're using that track now. But I said to Jen on the phone, if I have to go back and redo the song, wait till tomorrow and we'll work on that tomorrow. So we are going to work hard on that tomorrow on Saying It Now. I'm not bothered if she screams or shouts her voice off. I need this track needs to be done. And I said to her, you will get that VIP file sent to you, your master copy you'll get. Because that was a great thing she did yesterday. I mean, when I left her for about 2 hours, she was brilliant. First time she ever recorded and produced a track. And she really got it with a lot. So that was a good attempt to do it. I'm going to let her tomorrow do it again. So I'm going to let her record it. Then I'm going to see what she does. I'm going to know when I find out what she does. So she'll stand in the corner of the room again with the microphone. And she's going to do that track tomorrow. Because we know it was for a fact the track was all wrong anyway. Because I mean the mix was a bit weird because it was trying the endings of like the before was all tinny and it was all thingy on it. Didn't sound right. We played it back and she realised there's a little fault with that one. You didn't put the end part of Saying It Now on it. And I thought, oh, right, that's my fault. So basically, that's what it is anyway. So that's why I've come on here, just to let you guys know. I had a crisis last night. My computer crashed last night. Just decided to erase all of my fucking recordings we did from over the past year or so. But Geordie stuff saved. Thank God. I'm glad I actually did transfer them on the D drive. We're just going to record on the D drive from now on. But I'm happy. But apart from that, I'm all right. I hate it when I just really get them certain nervous tension things today. I just feel like today when my head was not with it. And then about an hour later, I just had an idea and I went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through every single track that is probably needing to be repaired. And I thought, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go back into every single track. And if there's anything missing that I'm losing, I'll record it on the keyboard. And I did. So that's my whole day been like that today. But I'm glad that I took some time out today as well, just to get off my mind. And I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll just go back and re-record everything. Yeah, that pretty much has been good because I mean, it gives me some time to do it. So we've done 8 tracks has been recorded, redone again. and it saved me a job actually. That's just been great. So, and Jade was worried about me as well today, because she says, "Are you okay?" And I says, "Well, I'm a bit here and there," but she calmed me down today, and I was so glad she rang me to calm me down. And I just felt, I said, "Well, look, if we can't get it recovered, we'll do it again." And as long as, because that first take she did was amazing, amazing. And yeah, so she's back tomorrow. I've just been like this all day, thinking safe, safe, safe. Magix is like a 1 gig file to install, but when it records the stuff, it doesn't take a lot on the drive really. It compresses it to it's probably like 8 gigs. It was 8 gigs worth of stuff we had on the drive. Well, recovering it was like, I ain't gonna get this back, am I? So I thought, nah. Hasn't affected all the other files. I mean, the other files, all the other files are junk files. It was just all Windows. What was it? Windows updates and downloads and crap things and downloads. I was like, I don't need all that crap. So I've erased the recovery drive. I haven't erased this drive. I've erased the recovery thing, and I've kept the recovery, the file, if I need to go back in and actually recover them, because I've got a funny feeling that it didn't actually scan all the way through yesterday. And I spoke to Andy about it, and I said, "Do you know how to recover WAV files?" And he says, "I have no idea." And I said, "Well, I tried to recover it." And I says, "It's recovered the files, but it isn't playing. It's kind of stop and start and stop and start." And then putting Audacity, messing around with Audacity was a joke. It was a nightmare to run Audacity. It didn't even work. So I thought, nope. We're going to actually record it again. Which is fine because we've got plenty of time left. We've only got 2 tracks to do. We've got Who Knows What Evil. We've got Deliverance. We can not about Deliverance now, because that one was basically a one-off thing we did. The vocal takes were perfect anyway, so maybe nothing wrong with that track at all. Now we're just getting ready to do Jodie's album, which is good. And good news, she rang yesterday. She's coming in next week to come do the vocals. Yes. So we've got, we are seriously, she's coming. She's coming next week. I can't wait. So she's on the phone yesterday and she said, "When are you coming?" She said, "I'm coming next week to come and do this album." And I went, brilliant. Fallen was saved. Where we agreed to save it on me. All the stuff that I've already got, I've got it. Especially with Fallen. I'm so glad that Fallen was saved, because if I never saved that track, I would have gone ballistic for it. But Fallen was saved. There's a couple of like things, patches coming out obviously from it, and it's just that. But let me just see here. It's not that one, is it? Yeah. Perfect. So let me save now. So I think it's kind of like it's asking me for files. It's saying up, you see, it wants to find files, which is finding the backwards thing of it and stuff as well. You should always make a backup on a second drive. I've made 3 backups now on this D drive. So I've saved. I'm basically reloading everything back in, saving it on the drive, and it's there permanently as well. I'm actually very glad that we have got the vocal takes of Secret Voice from the Jade's album mix that we did. I'm glad we did save that. So we have got everything on this drive now. The D drive is what I keep my stuff in my D drive. Somebody was saying to me, upload it to OneDrive. No, I won't do that. But my D drive is what I need to keep it on anyway, and that's what it is. So I've got 4 now copies backed up for this record, this album. So I mean, got all the vocal tech, it's got all the things on it. Jodie's vocal's going to be brilliant when she comes in. But yeah, next week we definitely get her tracks done. We'll see her on for next Friday, and then we're going to try and get her in 2 days. And Jade's coming in next week as well to finish this album off. But yeah, I know, I totally understand. But the Magic should not have erased all the takes that we had. But saying that, I'm okay. Just that I'm glad that the safety copy was on the drive. Because I've been looking everywhere for number 9 today, and I went, yeah, we'll have to re-record number 9 now. We did it as a one rough take of it, and she says that number 9 was okay. Bits and pieces to do with it, but we're going to record it anyway. So I'm not bothered if anything's been lost because I've got backups anyway of it. So technically I'm fine. So yeah. So that's all I wanted to let you guys know. That's a crisis I've had today and yesterday night. I looked on YouTube today about videos trying to get it repaired, and I couldn't get it repaired. No audio files, WAV files. As soon as the WAV files are deleted, you can't get them back. There's no way. But it's okay. It's okay because we going. Actually, what I'm going to do is for another safety copy. I'm gonna use this is actually my original 500 gig drive, which doesn't work anymore. But I'm going to back it up on one of these hard drives as a third safety copy. And that means that as soon as I've got all the takes in here, copies will have. And I mean, yes, I should have backed it up originally, but that's my fault. But I'm glad everything's fixed now. Everything is fixed, so we're on schedule. We're fine. And this drive comes out. Computer tomorrow. Got to do the final recordings tomorrow with Jade. We're doing the there's about 3 tracks we've got to record. That finally recorded Little Girl. God, I'm glad I did that again. So yeah, we're just gonna play around with a couple of things we're gonna do. But I ain't recording the SSD anymore. No. I mean, I know people think, I mean, you should record on the terabyte drive. I says, I know. And I've got music on there. Why the hell didn't I think that before? Well, we originally did record it on the D drive originally, which was better recording. And then we got the other stuff on it as well. It's but yeah, everything is good. Everything's great. So I got to Pro on Friday. I got to record the guitar tracks with Andy Mack. Gonna have a great day that day. I'm gonna have a great day on that. I just thought you guys know that's what the problem I've had today. Don't worry about it, guys. My drive is fine. My computer is okay. I'm just gonna from now on. We're gonna use the backup drive now to record it. In fact, it's worked out great for us and great for me as well to do that. So it's really good. But it's a shame I couldn't recover the Saying It Now track. I was so annoyed. And I thought, damn, why Magix did that, I don't know. There's a function on the custom file that says, what would you like to erase? Well, I unclicked audio, and it was like the audio file does not need to be touched. What does it do? Erase the audio file. Brilliant. Brilliant. Completely idiots, absolute useless, pathetic thing. So yeah, what can you do? All right, guys, that's a little short stream for me today. Just let you know, guys, that's what that request I've had today. I'll see you guys back on Saturday afternoon with Queensville Live, 4 till 6, and see you guys later.